All right, hello everybody, and welcome to my brief tutorial on how to get started with Google Sites. Google Sites is a very dynamic tool that can allow you to do many things. In this video, I'm just going to briefly show you how to get started on the website and how to create a home page. So once you have navigated yourself to Google Sites, you can do this through Google Drive. You would need to click on Create, and then you can scroll all the way down until you get to the Google Drive or Google Sites page. That will take you to a brand new Google site that looks like this. Of course, there's not much going on here. I am going to make a page on music. I am a music teacher, so I'm going to call this Mrs. Hill's Music Classroom. It's very easy to just click right on that title and start from there. You can change this title to be different sizes if you so choose. I think the title size works well for this. You can also choose a different font. They have many different fonts available for you. I'm going to change it to that one. You can change the size, you can bold, do all these other things, just like you can in many other Google apps, like Google Docs particularly. Next thing you might want to do is add an image to this header here. Okay, so you could choose different header types. You could just have it be one giant image. That's not there yet, but we will get there. A larger banner, a banner, which is what it originally sets it as, or if you don't want to add an image at all, title only. I'm going to select what it gives me to start with, and I will click on this image button. So I'm going to select an image. This will take you right to a gallery that has a lot of different images. You can search by URL. You could search Google for an image. You could use your own photos or something from Google Drive. For right now, I'm a fan of the color purple, so I'm going to choose that one. Up here in the top corner it says enter site name. You can add a logo here, which is nice if you do have that for whatever you're creating this site for. I don't, because I'm a teacher, so I'm going to title this Mrs. Hill's Music. I'm going to keep it nice and short just so that it doesn't get cut off here at the end. Okay, so we have our title, we have the front page ready for our website. Now we're going to add a little bit more information down here. So when you click anywhere down here, you might see something pop up that has a little navigation with different tools available. They're the same tools that you'll find over here on the right. So I'm going to click text box. And I'm going to use this to create a little welcome message to my students and their parents that may be viewing this website. Okay, next you could add images. Again, this will come up with a similar interface as when we wanted to add a header image, but this will allow you to actually go right to Google Images, which is really nice. So I am a cellist, so I'm going to look for images of someone playing the cello. That's a great one right there. We are going to insert that image. And you can change the size of the image to whatever you're feeling would work nicely for your website. Let's see. Okay, so make it a little bigger. And there we go. Okay, so we have a nice image there. Another thing you can do is embed something. So for this, you need to go somewhere else to a different website and find a embedding code or a link to embed this into your page. So we're not going to add that in this particular tutorial, but I will show you in another tutorial different apps that you can embed into Google Sites, which can be really helpful. Another thing you can do, which I love right on this page, could be a great other thing to do, is to add a document or a form or even any other type of Google Docs, such as like Google Slides, Google Sheets, whatever might apply to you. You can embed that right onto your page by going to the Google Drive. It's different than clicking the embed word, but it does actually do a similar function. So I am going to actually add a sign up form for a string program. So it's actually a Google form that is going to be right on my home page. Okay, so it shows all of this stuff right on the page. I'm going to make it the full width here by just clicking and dragging. It's just a little bit lagged there, but there we go. Okay, and now you can see that that whole thing is right there. We'll be able to see how this actually works when I hit publish, which I will do in just a second. One more thing on a home page, particularly probably useful for other pages, there are all of these different types of layouts that they create for you. So let's create a new page here. So you're going to click pages and you'll see it's home here, but you go down here to the bottom with the plus sign. We're going to click new page and I'm going to say about the class. So now we have a brand new page and we're going to choose a different layout. So this one, it just adds a little block here of different things. So you can click right on that. It's supposed to be for a YouTube video. You can include Google Calendar. You can include a document, an image, any of those things. This one is just for images, or also it could be the same stuff, but this one is nice because it does have text for you. Then we have this one, which is just a nice larger image or video with text. We have side by side. So it really just depends on what your preference is, whatever you prefer to see when you look at your page. After that, at the bottom here, we do have different things that you can do to help organize your website. So there's one here called a collapsible group. So when you do this, it will show whatever you want, but you will have to click on this little arrow to see it. So it might be like a drop-down menu. Say you would like people to be able to choose different options, anything like that, you would just have them under this collapsible group. The next thing we have is a table of contents, which you're just going to add here simply like this, very easy to use. You can also make an image carousel, which is really cool. It just shuffles through different images for you. So you can add those from your Google Drive or however you would like to add your images. You can put a button on the page. And then you would have to put a link with that as well, but I can click this link here. And there you have a button. That'll take you right to the home page. You can add a divider here, just if you prefer that aesthetic look. A spacer, which will just provide more space in between your different items on the page. You can add a link to social media, a placeholder, something that can just take up space if you have just a little piece of dead space on your page. A direct YouTube, calendar, map, docs, slides, sheets, forms, all of these things that you can embed into your site, which we'll talk about again in another video. Lastly, before we move on, we have themes. So overall, you can change the theme of your website by just clicking on this. I had the simple style, which is Google's baseline. That's what they'll just come up with originally. But if you choose to pick a different one, it will change the whole style of your site. So If I click on this, it'll change all of the text, the fonts, and it might add something like it adds this little red line, but that is up to the creator. Lastly, I want to show you how to actually delete things. So since obviously we added everything under the sun to this page, you just click on this little trash can, okay? And you can delete them all. You can also duplicate. So that just doubled that section. You can also change the style. You can use different styles. You can create the different styles and save them, or upload an image to that as a background, which could be really neat depending on the section that you are creating. Right, so I'm just going to delete all of these. Okay. And then lastly, I just want to show you a finished product of a website. This is my orchestra website. So when I look at the home page, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of colors, my contact information available to parents. Again, this is for a school setting. You're going to click under the different navigation tools. We really just talked about a basic home page, but there's, again, so much more you can do with Google Sites. And last but not least, when you are done and you're excited about your site and you are ready for the world to see it, you click publish. And it will allow you to change the web address. So it'll be sites.google.com/view and then your site. It's allowing me to use the actual title that I have, which is great. And I'm going to click publish. All right, then once we're done publishing, you click on this little arrow here and you can click view published site. And it took us to the page we are currently on, but here is the home page. We have a little welcome, we have the image, and we have the sign up form. And like I said earlier, you can scroll through the entire Google form, you can answer on it, you can type right there so that the people who are using it don't actually even have to click on a separate link. They can do it right within your website. And then our other page about the class is also there as well. All right, and that is just a very brief overview of how to basically use Google Sites. Of course, there are many, many, many ways to dive deeper into this, which we will do in future videos. Thank you for watching.